he's had enough of the Crown Prince. The Crown Prince is giving him a headache that he didn't want to deal with. Right now, he wants to focus on the midterm elections and try to hold off what's called the blue wave here, and this is getting in the way. The one thing that's changing more than the Saudi story here is Trump's position on the Saudi story. He keeps accepting it and then goes against it, promises tough talk, and then says, I talked to the Crown Prince and believe what he's saying, or he's denying it. So there's definitely a lot of pressure on the White House to take a stronger position, and that's reflected in those statements today. But he's not given up on him yet. It seems like he's trying to do what he can to try to distance the Crown Prince from the actions of those that carried it out.
Now, Mike Pompeo also announced 21 Saudis will either have their U.S. visas revoked or will be banned from traveling to the U.S. What will this mean to America's strategic alliance with Saudi?
Well, right now the Saudis are in crisis mode. The United States and many elements within the government outside the White House have had enough of the Crown Prince and his shenanigans and what he's been doing there. Because again, this is a person that was promised to be this reformer. He's going to bring modernization and reforms and liberty to the Saudis. And he's doing the opposite, and this has been a huge embarrassment for the administration and for Trump. Remember, this was his first international trip, and it was highly celebrated. And again, they pushed Mohammed bin Salman as this great reformer, but then this ruthless, barbaric murder that happened to Mr. Khashoggi has embarrassed the White House and Trump's allies there, including his son-in-law Kushner. So it's definitely, there's some blowback. It's straining the relationship, and depending on what the Saudis do about it, whether they will weaken the Crown Prince or possibly remove him, we still have to see what will happen there.
Okay, and Republicans and Democrats seem to be united in their condemnation. Will these actions by Trump satisfy them? I mean, the elections are coming up shortly.
Well, they're not satisfied because they keep saying that these stories that are coming out of Saudi Arabia are absurd. Some of them on the Democrats are fed up with the war in Yemen. The Republicans have always been suspicious of the House of Saud. They've been playing along because of the economic benefits and the investments that the Saudis are pumping into the American economy. But again, I don't think this is satisfying them, because they also feel like they've been used. When Mohammed bin Salman came on his recent trip to the United States, and they keep putting pressure, equally, both sides, on Trump to take more action. Trump is a little reluctant because he doesn't want to have this public fight with the Saudis that may hurt the American economy ahead of the elections. Because, for example, if there's instability in Saudi Arabia, that would raise the price of oil, which would raise gas prices in the United States, which would turn things against Trump here in the upcoming elections.